Yo, 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 it's your boy Ron Flip the Jump, man. And I'm back with another video to the movie, Send Help. Let's get right into it, man. Alright, let's get right to it. Send Help. Hey, this Send Help, this joint is a survival horror movie. Comedy thriller, all in one, directed by Sam Raimi. You know what I'm saying? The guy, he's behind the movie Evil Deed and Spider-Man. Good director. You know, it's a blend of dark humor, gore, social satire, and tense character. You know what I'm saying? You know, with the dynamics in it. You know what I'm saying? You know, it recently dropped on January 30th, 2026. This movie did not end the way that I thought it was gonna end. I'm quite sure it surprised everybody, but you know, the plot in a nutshell, Rachel, you know, McAdams, she plays character Linda Leedy, you know what I'm saying? You know, on a corporate strategist who been passed over for promotion like many times, been there for many years. So she ends up on this business trip though with her arrogant, no homo pause, sexiest boss Bradley Preston, you know what I'm saying? Known by Dylan O'Brien, you know what I'm saying? So their plane crashes into the water in the sea. And the two of them, they're the only two survivors left. But they ended up on this island and they end up being stranded on a remote, deserted island at that. With nothing but each other. They ain't got nobody but each other, you know what I'm saying? But the boss, he's waiting for help the whole time. But once on shore, the survival skills becomes a kicking in thing, a wits of power and primary instincts that kicks in with Linda. So Linda, she taps into her survival mode, so for her survival skills. Bradley, the boss, he fails. He's still stuck in his boss mode, still in his old office. Her tactics melt in full of fight for dominance, chaos. He's still in that kind of personality. Linda, she been waiting for some shit like that. That's all she would do was watch survival movies, survival skill shows and shit like that. So it's a funny, messy, brutal, and plays like a castaway crossed with a workplace satire, twisted comedy all in one. So the tone and style of this movie, you know, survival stakes and horror elements. You know what I'm saying? There are graphic violence and unsettling scenes all through the movie. You know what I'm saying? Black comedy satire but Raimi, the producer, injects absurd humor into tense moments, making the power struggle seem ridiculous and wild. So a psychological twist to the movie. It's not just about staying alive. It digs into how people change when social roles collapse and power shifts unexpectedly. So the cast and crew, Rachel McAdams, you know, known in the movie as Linda Little, you know what I'm saying? She's the underestimated corporate brain who turns into a survival badass. She's a fucking badass in this fucking movie when it comes to survival. But Dylan O'Brien, you know what I'm saying, in the movie known as Bradley Preston, he's a spoiled boss turned into island liability. He's like dead weight, you know what I'm saying? He's become a burden. So additional cast includes like either Ismail, Dennis Haysbert, Xavier Samuel, and Chris Payne, you know what I'm saying? And the music is by Danny Elfman, you know what I'm saying? And it's produced and directed by Sam Raimi, you know what I'm saying? So how it's landed with all the audience. So, you know, critics will say, I would call it this too, unpredictable, very energetic, very hilarious in some parts, you know what I'm saying? Though the horror comedy mixes in for everyone, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of edgy and it's intense and it's sharply strategical, you know what I'm saying, at the same time. But by the final act, the island has a turn into a corporate hierarchy graveyard. Linda, also known as Rachel McAdams, government name, has fully evolved from being the overlooked employee to now being the dominant survivor. While her boss, Bradley, government name Dylan O'Brien, he has completely unraveled his ego stripped. His ego totally got stripped while on the island now because he's not in charge no more. You know what I'm saying? His authority is gone. Survival instincts is trash, garbage, shit, bucket, for real. So the island didn't just test them physically, it exposed who they really were without titles, without emails, without any HR protection. So the turning point of the whole movie is when Bradley, the boss, he tried to make one last power grab. You know what I'm saying? You know, not survival. You know what I'm saying? But he tried to control. He tried to be demanding. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she was gonna be his servant or something. And think that he's still in the office. So that's the key of the movie. You know what I'm saying? He tries to reestablish dominance using intimidation, manipulation. I'm still your boss kind of energy type shit. That shit ain't gonna work with Linda. You know what I'm saying? But the island doesn't recognize resumes. The island recognize I am nature. I am a survivor type of shit. And that's who Linda becomes. Like, I am this, I am that, I am that. While the boss, he's still thinking about the office. So what Linda does, what the corporate world never let her do, she ends the problem permanently. This is where this shit take a twist, y'all. Just spoiler alert. So his death isn't heroic or cinematic. It's ugly, desperate, and earned. You know what I'm saying? So that was intentional. You know what I'm saying? After he made his intentional move. You know what I'm saying? So if you haven't seen this shit, you might want to cut it off from right here. You know what I'm saying? So the rescue twist, you know what I'm saying? Here's where producer Raimi, you know what I'm saying? This is where he started, you know, this is where shit get to cooking. This is where shit cooks. So help finally arrives after Bradley, you know, was getting ready to leave, and before he became unalive, you know what I'm saying? His wife and a rescue helper that came with his wife came, but Linda never told him. She ran into them. She unalived him. Ooh, so they wouldn't help him. So meaning, if the rescue came earlier, Linda stayed, say she would stay small. You know what I'm saying? If Bradley lived, the system resets. So survival required total collapse of the old order, basically. You know what I'm saying? She like, you know, this is how you gonna do it. I'm out to end this old order then. You know what I'm saying? So when she's rescued, Linda doesn't explain everything. She controls the narrative like a lot of corporations do. Like in the real world, like he was doing in the movie. You know what I'm saying? So that silenced everything. That was power. That silence was power. So what the ending really mean? This movie is not about the island. It's not about the island, y'all. It's about workplace dynamics turn feral. You know what I'm saying? Where that shit doesn't work on the island. Core message with no sugar coated on it. You know what I'm saying? The authority is fake without structure, basically. If it ain't got no structure, it ain't no authority. You know, competence beats confidence when it actually matters. The system protects loud mediocrity until the system really disappears. So Linda, she didn't become evil. She just basically adapted. She just like shit. Like I said, I am nature. While Bradley, you know, Bradley didn't lose his way. He never had any substance to begin with. He didn't have no go getter, no ambitions to survive on this album like Linda did. You know what I'm saying? Only Linda had all that. So why the ending feels real uncomfortable to a lot of people? Like it caught me off guard. It caught me by surprise, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't reward morality. You know what I'm saying? It rewards effectiveness. You know what I'm saying? No speeches, no apology tour. No lessons wrapped in a bow. No thank yous. Just this is who survives when the rules stop pretending. Basically. Giving it to y'all. Pause. So that's why people leave
the theater quiet. That's why a lot of people left the theater quiet, because it took a twist that nobody was expecting. You know what I'm saying? So producer Sam Raimi, he fingerprints this shit. You know what I'm saying? Raimi, he does what he always do. He he mixes humor with horror. You gotta do your homework on these producers, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do your homework and research to see how they do these things. You know what I'm saying? They got some of these people got formulas and shit. He makes you laugh, then he makes you feel guilty for laughing. Like, damn, oh shit, what the fuck? That type of shit. Uses exaggerations to expose ugly truths. You know what I'm saying? So the ending land because it refuses to comfort you. You know what I'm saying? So find a verdict. Find a verdict of the motherfucking movie. Send help. So Send Help is, it's a survival thriller, a corporate satire, you know what I'm saying? A power shift horror story, basically. And I'm cooking on this junk too. And I got the propane heater in this junk. But ain't no help come and get me either. I had to make my own heat pose. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, and the ending says it's loud and clear. When the hierarchy burns, the quiet ones inherit the earth. The core message with no corporate bullshit on top of it. Send Help is screaming the truth at the full volume. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's coming. That's basically what Linda was trying to get at, you know what I'm saying, in the beginning, you know what I'm saying? But, help did come, but, like, he was just waiting for help. He wanted her to do SOS and all this crazy shit. Nobody's coming. The email won't be answered. The rescue is late. The office phones are not ringing. Your contingency plan is not working. So the title itself is ironic. Send Help sounds passive, but it's true. So the movie it punishes the passivity of it all. You know what I'm saying? So how does this film prove this? How does it prove it? So what it does, every act reinforces the same lessons. You know what I'm saying? So waiting equals weakening. Complaining equals wasting calories. Authority equals imaginary without enforcement. This is all the shit that's on the island. You know what I'm saying? If you're waiting, you're gonna become weak on the island. If you're complaining on the island, you're gonna waste calories. If you goddamn trying to push authority, your imaginary without enforcement is not there. So Bradley, he keeps expecting the boss. He keeps expecting rescue, rules, and respect. But what Linda does, she builds a shelter, a fire, a strategy, dinner, lunch, breakfast, all types of shit. So in this movie, y'all, one survived, one doesn't. That's not suitable. That's that is just the policy of it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna see how this shit really takes a turn when y'all actually see it for yourself. So the island equals real life without an HR, human resource. Ain't no HR on the island. You know what I'm saying? The island is stripped down to the version of no society. No bosses, no titles, no escalation path, no saviors. So when the system disappears, the only currency left is action on the island. That's it, y'all. That's the only thing that's left. You know what I'm saying? You have to adjust. You have to become one with nature. So the movie code logic is if you can't help yourself, you already dead weight. Like a lot of people out here in this world. But sometimes you need help. But sometimes you still gotta have that ambitions to want more for others to want to help you too. You know what I'm saying? But nobody's coming to help you really. You know what I'm saying? Unless your energy is magnetic and on the same frequency. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm getting off the track. So the rescue timing is the mic drop, like the rapper just dropped the mic or the comedy just dropped the mic off the joint. You know what I'm saying? Help arise, you know what I'm saying, after the transformation of everything. That's the point. You know what I'm saying? Rescue doesn't create strength. It only reveals who earned it. So if Linda waited, she would have died. If she had hopes, she would have starved. If she would have obeyed, she would have been gone. So She survived because she accepts the truth early. You know what I'm saying? I'm on my own. She accepted that truth. You know what I'm saying? So once she accepted that, her intuitions kicked in. So why this movie hit people so hard? Pause. You know what I'm saying? It's because it mirrors real life. Nobody's coming to save you. A lot of y'all waiting on this blonde hair, blue eyes, pink skin person to come and save you. You know what I'm saying? So no one fixes your finances for you. No one rescues your health. Better eat right. Be proactive. They doing a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? No one builds your leverage. No one saves your dream. Support can arrive later, but self-rescue comes first. So that's why the ending of this movie feels empowering and disturbing at the same goddamn motherfucking time, y'all. It's kind of very disturbing at the end, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, the trailer would not give you an expectation of what's coming. Pause. So, producer Raymond's his quiet flex, you know what I'm saying? Sam Raimi isn't preaching. He's showing you consequences. Like, your waiting kills, acting transforms, but silence wins. No motivational speech, just survival math. That's it. It got to kick in, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Might be a time when we might have to goddamn have these survival skills. You know what I'm saying? Doomsday, everybody talking about this doomsday clock and all this shit. So the final takeaway, you know what I'm saying? Hope is not a plan, action is. And I read the movie very perfectly through there. And if you understand, don't wait around for someone to save you or help you. That's basically it. And I liked this movie. It had a message to it. It wasn't all about entertainment and horror and all that shit. So I rate from 1 to 5, and I like it. If I like it, I'm gonna give it at the top of my rating. 5 motherfucking popcorns. Peace. I'm out. Yeah, man. Wadu.